Didn't feel like adding everyone?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
You could probably easily just delete and send again. You can add if you want, or even edit.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you.
Very different kind of live stream.
Just a little bit. You're so good.
Thank you.
What time is it?
9:23.
9:23. Cool. All right, let's go do some deadlifting. Power levels up. All right. What's up, Borgamax? Thank you so much for the subscription. At 2 months, on a 2-month streak. That's what we love to see. All right. How's your workout going?
It's going just fine. Are you squatting?
No. I am deadlifting.
So if I took this and I deadlift up here, that's okay?
That's fine. Oh, it's gonna be heavy today. Lots of reps, lots of sets. Actually, not that many reps, just ones, but lots of sets. think we had said the second because the first is Saturday.
I don't know if I'm sure that we do. Okay. Are you done with them entirely, or just?
No.
Okay.
Just, I know it would only be the fourth one, but it dwindled each time.
Yeah.
And this time it was just 2 people for an hour and then nothing, which is fine.
Yeah, but I think it's also fine to say, okay, well, we're not getting, you know, the results we want, so, you know, you're investing time and resources into it and getting nothing out of it.
Right.
So. Did you invite Mo to your open gyms? I figured so. I was just curious, because I do find it interesting when, you know, we have people who will tell us, like, man, I really want to, you know, get to the gym more. I really want to lose weight before something. I really want to get in the lift because it's been a while, etc. And then you go, hey, come to my gym, it's free. And then they still don't.
Well, life gets in the way.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Oh. Good morning. Welcome in. We are starting off the day with deadlifts. Monday is our deadlift day. Getting through our couple of warm-up sets here. We got one more round of 5 on our warm-up before we get into our main work today. We're doing 10 sets. I got 10 sets of 1. Which doesn't seem so bad, but we're gonna be doing around 90% of our 1 rep max because we're gonna be testing that next week. So we gotta get close to it and do a lot of them. We'll see how it goes. The goal is 375 pounds today. Was there one of those days that was better for you? Saturday or Sunday?
Not in particular. I got an email that apparently also Becca's having a bridal shower April 2nd. So yeah, it's just one wedding, but it's literally 18 different activities. So, but since, because initially I thought we were doing the open gym on Saturday, so we were doing the race on Sunday, in which case I'll just, you know, RSVP unfortunately can't make it to your bridal shower.
Just do
You
that.
know, yeah, we'll see.
What time's the bridal shower?
2 p.m.
Good stuff. Okay. before we get into our first set at 375, we're gonna do a warm-up, kind of an intermittent between our warm-up and our main set. Because our warm-ups are with 225, our working sets are gonna be with 375, so that's obviously a big jump. So we're gonna do kind of an intermediate. We're gonna do an extra set of just one. My brain is full of fuck. Pre-workout's starting to kick in. Dope. What's that?
The background is like it sounds just like the Final Fantasy menu music.
Oh, it might be. This is that chiptunes playlist. Plus 50 is 65, right? Okay. Nice round of the flight. Life lift.
I haven't done any of the heavy ones yet. The warm-ups.
Easy.
Wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
All right, I think we're ready. I'm gonna hope we're ready. Whew. All right. Doing just one. And we're gonna do just one again. And we're gonna do just one more time. We're gonna keep doing just one until we've done one 10 times. We got this. What is going on? Salam to you as well. Makurai. Makuri. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing quite well. All right, let's get this first set out of the way. First set's always the worst set, so let's turn it into the best set. Ooh, we're gonna need another second here. Whew. Okay. Okay. That took us by surprise a little bit. All right. Oh, no, that is not going up today. All right, well, heck. That's not what we want, but that'll happen sometimes. Whew. Studying, now chilling. Doing well over here. Just starting our workout. The weight was a little bit heavier than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. That just means we need to adjust and adapt, and we'll come back. Didn't sleep as well as I would have liked to last night. Had a lot of activity over the weekend, so sometimes our strength isn't quite where we want it to be when we get into the gym, and that's okay. Doesn't mean we're going to change what we're doing for our workout, doesn't mean we're changing our approach, just means we dial back the weight a little bit. Cool. Got our first one out of the way. And maybe now that we got the first one out of the way at a lighter weight, as we go, maybe we'll bump back up and see how it feels. How long have I been working out for? So I've been in the gym for about 10 years. The first probably 7 to 8 of it, the big focus was losing weight. I started around 285 pounds back in 2013, and I hover right around 215 now. I've been a personal trainer for four years now, 4.5 years. I got certified in the spring of 2018. Oh, so we're coming up on 5 years. Thank you, I appreciate that. It took a lot of hard work, and that was one of the reasons why I got into personal training was I've kind of fumbled my way through my own journey and wanted to help other people on theirs kind of navigate through the garbage and the black hole that is the fitness world. For you, it's the opposite. You try to gain weight. Trying to gain muscles. It's hard. It's hard both ways. You know, people will say like, "Oh, you've got it easy if you're smaller." Like, it's hard to put on muscle. You gotta eat a lot more and you gotta train heavy. But with the right plan of attack, you can make it happen. I've helped a number of my clients build muscles.
Gaining weight is probably harder than losing weight. Really, because to lose weight, all you gotta do is stop doing something.
Yeah.
To gain weight, you have to actively try
Yeah.
to eat more than you used to eat.
Yeah.
And that's harder than eating less.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that your genetics have too much to play with gaining weight very easily, difficulty in gaining weight. I'm sure, you know, obviously genetics plays a part into where you hold your weight and how your body makeup kind of is, but I don't subscribe to the belief that genetics play into our ability to gain weight or lose weight. I think it's a matter of, honestly, I think the biggest thing with gaining weight from that perspective is your food habits, your nutrition habits. It's hard for people that are trying to gain weight to overeat. And that's really what you kind of have to teach yourself in a controlled manner, how to overeat, how to eat in a surplus. Because typically people that have trouble gaining weight feel like they're eating a lot, but for what they actually need to do in order to gain weight properly and safely, usually they're still under eating.
Two things that help are protein shakes and eating faster.
Protein shakes and eating faster. Yep.
Because you eat so, and that's why
Yeah.
fat people are fat, because they eat so fast that like they think they're still hungry and then they keep eating.
Eating quicker and eating till you're 105, 110% full, especially on training days. Doesn't have to be every day, but those are a couple ways. You don't need to be in a huge surplus, but 500 to 1,000 calorie surplus from what you're currently doing can lead you in the right direction of gaining weight in a positive way. And things like protein shakes. Throwing in a protein shake to what you're already doing is going to get you an extra 300 to 500 calories each day, and drinking your calories is a lot easier than eating them. But again, make sure you're doing quality sources. Yeah. And if you ever have any questions and want to dive deeper into what that kind of looks like, feel free to shoot me a message on here. Shoot me a whisper or follow me on Twitter and Instagram @AlwaysHungryPT. And feel free to shoot me a message. I love chatting about these things one-on-one, and we can dive directly into kind of what a plan might look like to help get you on the right path for that. All right, we got a lot of these sets to do, so let's keep it going. Two of 10 out of the way. That could be part of the genetic makeup. If you're more susceptible to building muscles easier in your upper body than your lower. But then again, if you're just, a simple fix to that would be to train legs twice a week. The more often you hit them, the easier it'll be for them to gain muscle. Even if you're doing even if you're training 3 days a week and you're doing push-pull legs, which means push day is chest and triceps, pull day is back and biceps, and then leg day is obviously legs. If you're doing that, you're hitting your upper body at least twice a week, and your legs only once. So if you want to grow your legs, throw in a second leg day. You could do legs, push-pull legs. As long as you take about 48 to 72 hours off in between sessions that are training your legs specifically, you'll give them enough rest time and recovery time to build properly. And something you can do with that, if you are doing 2 days, do 1 day focused on strength, so more sets, less reps. Keep the reps in the 4 to 8 range. And then on the second day, go for higher volume. That would be the day you would do lighter weights, higher repetitions in the 10, 12, 15, maybe even 20 range. It's going to kind of balance that out and build stronger, bigger legs. And help balance out your body a little bit. And again, without kind of seeing your build, what you look like, it's hard to make those assessments because some people have just really short torsos, and so it's easier for them to look like they put on size compared to having long, slender legs that are difficult to see. One of my buddies that I trained for a while, he's 6'4", but he's all legs and arms. So he's got these really weird gangly limbs, but then it's short torso. So his legs are very, very scrawny, and they look skinny, but we got him squatting over 300 pounds, deadlifting over 300 pounds. He's a strong dude, but just based on his structural makeup, skeletal structure and muscle shapes, he doesn't look like he's very strong. So that's part of it too. But that's not something that I can assess through chat. Although that would be pretty cool. Oh. How are your deadlifts going, my darling?
Oh, they're going great.
Good. Woo! No, those probably aren't the prettiest today, but that's okay. They don't feel bad, which is the most important thing.
Looks like a cake.
Cake. Sounds amazing.
Oh my god, I have to make it this week. You don't have to. We'll see.
You're so good. The one caveat I would tell you if you are looking to gain weight is to make sure you are still focusing on quality sources as much as possible. It's very easy to want to bulk up and to just dive into what's called like junk bulking or something like that. I think it's called like junk bulking.
Dirty bulk.
Dirty bulk, thank you, dirty bulking, where you just eat whatever, including a bunch of processed foods, garbage, you know, the fast foods, the stuff that helps you gain weight quickly. But the downside is it makes you feel like trash. And then it's a lot harder. It slows you down and it messes with you. And 9 times out of 10, dirty bulks don't turn into what you're looking for. All right, we're getting it. Heavy deadlifts are heavy sometimes. Almost like they're supposed to be. Well, that's why.
Yeah, what's funny is I was like, oh, this has been going pretty well. I'll try like a regular grip for the last 2 and I couldn't even hit it up without dropping it. So, I mean, not that I'm ever really going to compete or whatever, but is split grip something that they allow in competitions?
Yeah. Yes.
I thought so.
Yeah, the grip doesn't matter if you're competing.
Okay.
It's usually just what you are equipped with.
So like they might say no wrist straps or whatever.
Yeah, so typically for powerlifting, you don't use wrist straps. You can use a belt. I think you can use like knee sleeves. But typically that's it. Like you can use chalk. but they don't allow the straps. That's usually for like strong person events.
Oh, sure. Well, I mean, fuck it, as long as split grip is legit, then yeah.
Okay. What's up, Trackster? What's going on, brother? Long time no see. So fun fact, these sets of 1 are supposed to be my 90% of my 1 rep max, which is supposed to be 375 pounds, because right now my 1 rep is hopefully 415 pounds. The first set, if you were here for that, I failed horribly. Realized I had 385 on there. So, after doing 4 sets with 365, we're gonna try 375, and I've calculated correctly this time. Pay attention to the number that's on the bar. This may still go terribly, but we'll give it a shot. All right. Fucking got it. All right, let's see if we can do that 5 more times. Oh. Oh. And now we rest. My favorite part of any workout, the rest. The work is heavy. Active rest. We dance in between sets. I actually felt really, really good. I'm excited about that now.
Exactly.
Heck, you're good. What weight do you have on there?
180.
180? Fuck yeah!
Which, especially toward the end, was feeling really easy and feeling like, well, I mean, because it is my 90%, so I guess my 100% would be 200. I don't know if I, well, I don't know if I can do 200 today.
You don't need to.
Well, I know.
You're gonna do it next week.
Oh, great. So I'll get to experience that soon.
Yeah. 1 rep max next week. And then we deload, start all over again. On to the next one.
And then what, I set a new attempt at my 1 rep max and it goes up from there or what?
Yeah. So all this training that we've been doing the last now 10 weeks, all these percentages have been based off of doing a 1 rep max of 200.
Okay.
next time, we would aim for like 205 or 210.
Cool.
And just keep building and building and building. Or building, or changing our mind, or changing our mind and doing something completely different. Why don't you just use a deadlift jack?
Why don't we just use the, is that what you're referencing?
Yeah.
Why don't we just use the, I can't even remember what those are called.
Jack?
No.
Landmine.
The landmine.
You just use a landmine machine. What we also did for the, do you want to use this? No, it's fine. We'll just put plates underneath it.
Oh, yeah. Because there was actually a jack there, right? Wait, do you have one here?
Nope.
Was that in the warehouse?
Yep. Nope, that one. We didn't reset that one. Not today. Okay. What's my max deadlift? My max deadlift, as of now, my current PR is 415 pounds. That's my goal I'm shooting for next week. But obviously today it's a little bit heavy. But that's okay. Today we're aiming for 375. I got it on my last set, but we've been pulling 365. It's been feeling pretty good, so we're probably gonna stay with that. Ultimate goal is 500. But over the last couple of years, I've bounced back and forth between 12-week programs of focusing on strength like we are now, and then focusing on running, because we'll do a half marathon in the spring or in the fall. So it's bounced back and forth. This is the first phase of a planned continuous block, working on strength. So we'll see what we can do by the end of the year. And also the goal is to maintain body weight around the same. I know it's kind of hard to do. Body weight's around 215 right now. So if we can stay around that and increase the strength, then great. But we'll see what happens. I want that 5-play deadlift this year. You and me, let's get after it. I don't normally use a belt, so please be kind and gentle with criticisms about how it works. but I'm gonna try. My lower back's feeling a little bit tight today. Went for a long run on Saturday, played hockey last night, didn't get super great sleep. And this is just a generic belt that we had at our gym. One of my former clients left it here for us to be able to utilize. So this is not sized to me, but just want to try it, do a little something for a little support. Like that a lot. Like that a lot. Easy. That's all I'm 6'2". 6'2", 215. Whew. Yeah, if I can do, I'm gonna do 365 for at least one more, and then I'm gonna try 375 again for my last 2 or 3. Oh. I promise I'm yawning just because my body's exhausted. I need more oxygen to the brain. It's not because I'm bored or I don't want to be here. I always find myself and my clients yawning more on lower body heavy workouts. And I've deduced, I'm sure there's a paper out there, and if there's not, then somebody should write one, maybe I will. I've deduced that we yawn more and we get way more sweaty on lower body workouts because all the heavy lifting with our lower body, with our legs, is drawing all the blood and oxygen from our heart and our lungs, which causes our heart rate to go up, our breathing rate to go up, which is why we sweat more. And then because of that, we're funneling more oxygen to those muscles in our lower body, which is pulling from the brain, which causes us to yawn. Because yawning is typically associated, aside from being tired, but with not getting enough oxygen to the brain. I'm no scientist, but it could be a solid reasoning. Whew. Woo. I am almost starting to kick myself for not having been using a belt earlier, but it's fine. Excuse me. It's going. Weights are heavy today. We're gonna try 375 again. We've got 3 more singles to do. 3 more Dave singles. Speaking of which, what are we doing for lunch?
If we have enough rice left, chicken and rice.
Yeah.
If not, we might have like macaroni and cheese, so we could do chicken mac.
Ooh.
Or chicken and beans.
Yeah. Easy money, easy money. Nope, not today. I'm done. Done with deadlifts today. Done with those today. Damn it. I think I psyched myself out. That is okay. That is part of the process of getting better. We will come back stronger next week. The best part of any weightlifting session is putting the weights back.
I have a car appointment tomorrow, by the way.
Tomorrow?
Yeah,
Cool.
2:30.
Nice. Whoa.
If I survive today, that is.
You will be fine.
I know. Feel like I have a lot going on today.
What's that?
I just feel like I have a lot going on today.
You got your thing at 2:30 or 4:30?
Yeah, and also I think we have, I don't know if we're supposed to be on the scrum this week or not, but I think we might be.
Nice.
So I've got 1 p.m. and then I've got, I guess at 4:30, and then I've got so much to do that I probably might have to log back onto work after my test
Yeah.
to make sure I get it all done.
me, come through. Oh, goodness. It takes more time to put things together than it does to actually lift them. All right, we're moving on to our single leg deadlifts. We've got the bar set up here. Single leg deadlifts are a great variation to follow up our normal deadlifts. It works on our stability, our balance. That's about it. Leg strength. It helps proprioception. It helps. What's that?
Which is stability balance, but.
Oh yeah, it's you know here. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a great exercise. You can do this with dumbbells, you can do this with kettlebells, you can do this with machines. You can do it with a barbell. This will light your hamstrings and glutes on fire. That's the good stuff. Oh. Hello, darling.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Hi.
You look happy.
Yeah. I have a really strong and sexy wife. Strong and sexy wife, strong and sexy life.
That's how that saying goes.
That's how the saying goes. It's not how it goes.
No, it's not how it goes.
No, it's not. That's not how it goes. Okay. balance here. Get tired. Set. It's okay, they're not all going to be pretty. My goodness. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is Monday, at least here. We're having a great start to the week. Weights feel a little bit heavy. We had a pretty active weekend, so it's not surprising that the body's a little bit tired, but feeling good. The sun is shining, which we don't get enough of here in Ohio, so we take advantage and enjoy it and appreciate it while we have it. Have a nice day, nice afternoon of work planned. Client sessions this afternoon. It's gonna be a good Monday. Hopefully it is for you as well. Oh no.
What did I do?
No, you didn't do anything.
Oh.
When the screws came out.
I'm sorry. What? This bitch. Bench, please. Should we good to go?
This is as tight as it can. Set number 3 of 5. Oh. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Good day, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. This is a new song. If you guys haven't heard it before, go listen to it.
Yeah, that was a new song we just wrote. If you haven't heard it before, well, we have. You just played it.
So my wife and I went to a concert over the weekend on Friday, and the band played a new song that they had released. And they released it a couple months ago, so it's like new, but not like, hey, we just released this song today.
Was that Depreciation?
Groundhog Day.
Oh, that's right.
So they were like, this is a new song we just released. Sing along if you know it, yada, yada, yada. And they played it. They played the song. So everybody heard it. And they're like, you know, if you haven't heard it, go check it out. And we're just standing there like, we did just hear it. And the fact that you said it's been released, it's been out for a little while, and everybody at the show is here to see you, chances are, you know, there's a very select few that probably haven't heard the song. But even then, they had just heard it.
My favorite is when a band goes up on stage and they've got a huge banner with their name behind them, and they play 4 or 5 songs, and they go, "We are a band called Knuckle Puck."
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
Yeah, when bands have the
Which I get it.
Bands have the big banners behind them with their name on it. I'm like, I'm Taylor Swift. It's like, we know.
The whole world knows who
we
you
know
are.
who you are.
I get why they do that, but
Right.
it's very entertaining.
We're Fall Out Boy. We know Fall Out Boy. Like everybody
Yeah.
everybody's here to see you. You are one of the 2 headliners, Knuckle Puck. Everyone is here to see you.
Nobody is here by accident. We didn't wander into the wrong venue.
And if there are, the number of people that did that is less than 5.
Less than Jake?
Less than Jake. We automatic call choices. Like I get it if it's a band that doesn't have their name on a banner. Like Churches doesn't do that. So like maybe the person went for the opener, but then also they would still know. So there's no saving.
I'm assuming that the reason they do it, because I've noticed, it's something that every single band does, and they all do it. They don't go like, you know, we are Beartooth. They go, we are a band called, and they always phrase it like that.
Yeah.
And there's got to be something. It's either like, you know, so that when they're doing, like, because, you know, they have people like filming them and like taking pictures and stuff like that. It's probably so they can get that like sound bite, so that like, I don't know, you know, it's got to be for a reason. I just find it so interesting that it's always, we are a band called blank. And it's like, who told you to use that phrasing? Because clearly someone had like a staff meeting with every band ever and said, all right, this is how we introduce ourselves, guys, go do it.
I don't know.
And it's never right at the beginning, all right? You're gonna come out, you're gonna play 3 to 4 songs, and then you're gonna introduce yourself with this verbiage.
I don't know.
Got it? Go rock.
Maybe because band members can be interchangeable.
What'd you say?
Maybe because band members can be interchangeable.
I don't know.
So this group of people are a band.
I like that.
Thank you. I did too, because I didn't fall over. Ooh, that's what I did. Balance, man. Just proof that no matter how long you're in the gym, how long you're doing this stuff, you're still getting better, still falling off balance. That's an exercise that I make my clients do pretty regularly. The single leg deadlift, because it is very good for helping, like I said, in balance and stability, building endurance, identifying imbalances and correcting them, and just overall balance. It's really good for it. And you know, all my clients, anytime they do it for the first time, even the 100th time, they still kind of fall over or lose their balance and lose their footing, and they get frustrated. But then, like, I remind them, and as you just saw, I lose my balance too. You know, you're never going to be perfect unless that's your goal, is to be perfectly balanced and to never fall. But you're still going to fall. That's how you get better. And you know, I don't have perfect balance, but it's much better than it used to be. It's much better than it was when I first started. And that's because I show up every day and I work on it in some manner. Can you hit next on the song, please? Let's see if this one's any better. It's on shuffle, right? There we go.
Start with a whisper. Another one I can't stop. I don't remember the rest, but you know the song. Yeah. Just as all the songs started very quietly.
Yes. So for those of you watching at home or at work or wherever you are, that little bit of silence was
5 songs in a row.
5 songs in a row. We've got the music playing here in the gym, and I like to play like the non-copyright, the free to play, just so like the VODs don't get muted. Not like there's a lot of important information, but like in case somebody pulls up the VOD, I'd rather it just not be muted. So we play the DMCA free music, and there's a chiptune playlist, so like kind of pixelated, like video gaming type music. And 5 songs in a row there were like dead silence for the first 20 seconds or so, and just really, really somber and low key. And it's like, we're at the gym, we want something a little bit more peppy, a little bit more upbeat, keeps us rolling. So that's what that was. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm gonna do my last set of these guys. All right, all done with our single leg deadlifts. All right, Monday is our deadlift day. We did our heavy deadlifts, which were much heavier today than they were supposed to be, but that's okay. Just followed that up with our single leg deadlift, working on our balance, stability, correcting imbalance, and just individual muscle strength. Now we're gonna switch it up and hit our core. We're gonna do our cable rotations. If you've been around, you're probably familiar with these from last week or from previous weeks. If this is your first time seeing them, awesome. This is one of my favorite core exercises. You know, everybody always, for their abs, always go to things like crunches and leg lifts and flutter kicks and bicycles and Russian twists. But there's a lot of different things we can do, and this is one of my favorites because our core is meant to allow us to move in all directions. It's also meant to stop us from moving in some directions, anti-rotation, so to speak. So this is actually a rotational exercise. So basically, very similar to a Russian twist you might see where you're seated and going back and forth, twisting at that core. Same kind of concept, but we're using our cables here. I like to set up so that way I keep my lower body nice and stable, nice and square. Our hips don't move. It's all at our shoulders, rotating our torso. It's gonna work through that upper abdomen, through our core. You don't need to go super heavy on these. I usually don't do more than 20 to 40 pounds on the cable machine, depending on your cable machine. Ours is a little bit lighter because of the pulley system. The pulley system is going to be different on every piece of machinery, and something with however many pulleys it goes through, it kind of lightens the load a little bit, lightens the force. So if you're doing different gyms every time you go to lift, be aware that you might have to change the weight on each machine, even though it's the same exercise. So I'm doing 40 pounds on our machine here. If I were to go to like Planet Fitness or some commercial gym, it might only be 20 pounds to get the same resistance. It's all about the feel, less about the weight on the cable. So we take our step away, get nice and square, push our hands straight out. That's our starting position. From here, you're gonna feel that cable pulling. So this is anti-rotation, so not allowing ourselves to rotate. But what we wanna do is allow our arms to come across, turning at the shoulder. As you notice, my hips didn't move, they're still square. Now I use my core to rotate my shoulders back. It's not a huge range of motion, and we don't go past our back shoulder. We kind of come into line with it. We're gonna do this for 15 reps. That's one of my favorites because, again, our core is meant to do a lot of different things. It's meant to move all around. But when we do our heavy lifts, our squats, our bench press, our deadlift, our overhead press, our core is stationary, right? That's where things like our ab wheel rollouts and our planks come in handy because they force us to work on that stabilization strength, that endurance strength of just isolating and holding. This gives us a little bit more of a dynamic movement, and it works our lower back as well. So it kind of hits the total core to give us a full, well-rounded exercise. I'm gonna switch face the other way. One of the cool things about this is when you rotate on the one side, like so if I'm facing you here, I'm basically hitting my right front and my left back with that rotation. So when I face the other way, we'll hit the opposite side. And that way we get both front and back on left and right. Whatever we do on one side, we gotta do on the other. If you're a person who likes sports, especially things like golf or baseball or hockey or even like soccer, you know, you gotta think like as much as you kind of keep yourself stationary, and a lot of it is hip rotation, it is just like a lot of rotation through your body, through your core. So being able to make sure that you are mobile in that upper body is gonna help you also as you're working on the rotation through your hips. So like if you go to kick, you're obviously swinging through your hips, but your body is rotating kind of the opposite way. So you want to make sure that you're working everything, top and bottom, left and right, front and back, inside and outside. And dancing in between sets is highly encouraged. What was it, Charlie's Angels? And that's kicking your ass.
Yeah. I like watching that.
Yeah, that's fun. What's nice about core movements is we can kind of jump right back into them. We don't need to take as long of a rest period. With our heavy movements, our deadlift like we did earlier where we were doing just sets of one, We needed longer rest periods. That 2 to 3 to 5 minute rest period is needed to get our energy back in order to lift that heavy weight again. With our core, because we're doing higher reps, lighter weight, we can kind of jump back into it in that 30 to 60 second rest range. The less reps and the heavier the weight, the more rest you want. The less reps, the lighter the weight, the less rest you need. Thank you guys for stopping by, I really appreciate it. Today is Monday, today is our deadlift day. We knocked out our deadlifts earlier, now we're hitting our core. I got a couple shoulder exercises to finish off here coming up shortly. Back again tomorrow morning, same time, 9:15 a.m. You can check the schedule to see when I'm going live every day. Aiming for 9:15 a.m. till about 11 on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tuesdays are going to be about 9:30, 9:15 to about 10:15. It's a lighter day for me. It's more of accessories and stretching. Tomorrow is explosive power. I play hockey in a rec league. And so one of the things I do is I take a couple of my days, Tuesdays and Thursdays, where I take about 30 to 40 minutes of doing work that's specific to the sport because I want to get better at it. You know, I'm not going to be a professional, but if I can get better to continue to stay healthy and keep playing and enjoying playing, then I'm gonna do it. And so Tuesdays and Thursdays are kind of my hockey bullshit days, as my wife calls it. And so we're gonna be jumping on tomorrow at 9:15. It's gonna be more of a just chatting. I'm gonna be doing my power movements, but we're there to help answer questions, kind of like we are here today, but a lot lower key. And then Thursday evening, 6 p.m., it's more of a stretching session. Again, hockey stick handling, so if you wanna come by, swing by for that. Something I'm learning, getting better at. Again, you can follow, you can subscribe, you can also follow me over on Instagram and Twitter at AlwaysHungryPT, join the Discord, all those good things to keep up with what's going on, keep in the loop. But that schedule, I'm hoping to stick to it relatively diligently. Just having fun, bringing you guys into my world. This week is our last week before we 1-rep max test next week on our squats, our bench, our deadlift. And I've already got our plan for the next kind of 12-week program that we're gonna continue building our strength on those 3 exercises, but bringing in a few more different accessory exercises, showing some unique things that we can do. I'm pretty excited about it. And again, here if you guys have any questions about your own training, about nutrition, fitness, anything you guys come across, that's what we're here to do. I don't know what number I'm on, so we'll do 3 more. Woo. Good stuff. Are you waiting on me, darling, for rear delts?
No.
Okay. And if there's ever any topics or questions that you guys have or anything you would like me to cover, but maybe you don't feel comfortable asking it in chat, feel free to shoot me a whisper, shoot me a little DM. You know, you can connect again over on Twitter, Instagram, on Discord, shoot me a message, and you're always more than welcome. I keep my inbox open. Please keep it professional. Please keep it friendly, family friendly. You know, stick with professional questions. I'd be more than happy to answer. I'm always here to kind of help navigate through. I understand what kind of a black hole, what a void fitness and nutrition information on the internet can be. So that's one of the reasons why I got certified to be a personal trainer and coach, is to help sift through that. So if you ever have any questions and you don't feel comfortable asking them on here, or I'm not live, shoot them over and I'd be more than happy to talk about them. Because it might be a question, you know, you might have a question that somebody might not have thought of. And somebody else could benefit from that. I find one of the biggest barriers people have towards starting their fitness journey is knowledge. And it's not that they don't know necessarily what to do. They know they need to work out, and in some capacity, to get whatever their goal is: fat loss, toning up, muscle building, strengthening, whatever it is they know they need to do something, but it's more of a, why am I doing these exercises? In what capacity do these exercises need to be applied, and how do I do them? So that's one of the reasons why I'm here, is to kind of show you guys what I do, help answer questions you might have, to help work on your own goals, put together your own plans, to get rid of that barrier of entry, to make the gym more accessible, because everyone belongs in fitness, because fitness is for everyone. You don't have cable rotations, right? You just have the rear delts,
Yeah, rear
lateral
delts.
raises? Okay, that's where I'm at too.
Cool.
All right. Time for one of our favorite supersets, one of our favorite Monday supersets. If you guys have been here before, you know what's coming up. If you haven't, we'll introduce you. We're going to do our rear delt flies for our rear delts, small muscles on the back of our shoulders, as well as our lateral raises. We're going to superset those together, work on our wingspan, so that way we can fly, fly, fly. What's that? Forrest Gump? I'm a bird, fly far, far away. Something Jenny says. Would you be interested in watching that movie?
See, and I'll put that on my list. So the next time we go, what should we watch? I can go, let me consult the list.
Let me consult the list. You're so good.
Thank you. Just like lists.
Just like lists.
My autocorrect changes to Forrest Dump.
Forrest Gump.
Yep.
Well, we do that sometimes on the weekends. We go for our runs.
Yeah. I don't have too many Forrest Dumps.
Might have to when we do our 5x5.
But yeah.
you said those protein bags were 20 pounds?
I never verified that. They looked like they were 20 pounds to me, and the reason I say that is because I'm pretty sure we have a 20-pound bag of protein at home.
I thought it was a 5-pound bag. They're usually 5.
They were bigger than ours.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Wife and I went to the Arnold Sports Expo yesterday with one of my buddies. Shout out to Mo, his little boy Harris. And one of the booths at the expo, yeah, get in there. One of the booths at the expo was doing a competition where they had like 2 giant bags of protein. I don't know if they were filled with weights or if it was just protein, but they were having people test their strength of just holding them out in the iron cross, just basically out as long as they could. And the record for the men's at the time we were there, which I wouldn't be surprised still stood, was like 2 minutes and 16 seconds or something like that.
You're like 221 or
221, and then the women's was 146, something like that.
Why don't you get 2 20-pound weights and see?
Well, that's why I asked, because those 15s were cement.
Try even with 5 pounds and see. Because that maybe they were just 5 pounds.
Do it ahead of a 5-pound bag. Maybe it's a 10-pound bag. Oh, I don't like this for time.
We started at 10:55:43, so we'll see. Because right now it's fine, right? And you think only 5 pounds.
It's not great.
Well, see, there we go. So maybe they were just 5 pounds. They must have been just 5 pounds, which is probably what we have at home. And it's probably because that's the challenge. Because I remember, okay,
This is very challenging.
personal anecdote time when I was in high school and I played the flute, you know, some of our band directors would be a stickler about making sure your flute was parallel with the ground. You can't let it droop at all. And other people would make fun of us and be like, it's the lightest instrument, and it's like, well, yeah, but like your saxophone, you only gotta hold it like this. We gotta hold it like this. That's a lot more awkward and heavy.
What time do we start?
10:55:43, so it is just now about been 1 minute.
Sweet.
Okay, so that answers that question. It probably was just 5-pound bags,
Oh, goodness.
but it's deceptive because you think, oh, 5 pounds, that's not bad. Because you think, okay, if I'm doing lateral raises and I do 5 pounds each, I can do like a million of them, right?
In theory.
Let me do math set of these while I'm over here.
Do we count that as 1 or as 2 sets on that hold? I'm gonna count it as 1. When I did my actual set, I used 15 pounds, but I was holding 5 pounds for a minute. So I'm gonna count that as a set.
Are you practicing up so that next year you can
No.
kick some ass?
No. That is not a competition I feel like I need to enter. Spend 5 minutes every day for the next year just holding 5-pound weights.
If you can make it 5 minutes.
Well, I mean like total.
Oh, yeah. That's
5 by 1 minute. Oh, that would suck. That exercise, the rear delt fly, is one of my all-time favorites. It is a go-to for upper back and shoulder health. If you are a person that struggles with slouching, poor posture, upper back and neck problems from sitting all day at work or gaming, or just everyday life, that exercise will save your life. Asterisk, these claims have not been tested, but they will help you mitigate and eliminate a lot of that pain in those rear delts and that upper back. Keeping those arms right out to the side, keep the weights nice and light. Beautiful demonstration by my lovely wife Jess here. She's so good. But anytime I have a client that comes in that complains of upper back pain, we immediately throw those in, and like within a week or 2 weeks, that pain is dang near gone. And if you don't have access to equipment like that, like we do, even using a rubber band, even using like a relatively thin rubber band, you want to go with one of the lighter tensions. This is just over our, this is like our second lightest band. Arms straight out in front of you, shoulder height, and then just pull apart to the side. Keep the chest up, palms facing down, squeezing those shoulder blades together. It's a great exercise for the upper back. Exactly, Coach Zach. Welcome in, buddy. Volume, high volume. In the rep range of, I usually do like 15 to 20 reps. You do 4 to 5 sets of 15 to 20 reps, at least once a week, if not twice a week on those. Especially depending on if you are experiencing back pain. If you do experience back pain like upper neck, lower neck, upper back pain, you can do this exercise. You could do it every day if you wanted to. Because it's not an exercise that you're going to be worried about getting stronger, growing your muscles, getting volume like that from an aspect of like building, but is going to be really good for just overall health. I like to use the band pull apart as a primer warm up, train posture a lot. Yeah, like it. So for all my clients that come in person, so my online clients, they get a little bit of a different workout for each warm up for each workout. But for all my in-person clients, for every session they come in, they do 3 warm up exercises. They do push-ups, whether they're on an incline or on the ground. They do pull-aparts with the band, and then we do body weight squats. So something real quick, 2 to 3 sets of like 10 to 15 reps each. It's a really good basic warm-up routine that anybody can use. It's really good because it just, all body weight. It just helps funnel blood and oxygen into the muscles, and also more importantly into the joints. Our joints don't have a lot of great circulation. So by moving them in a dynamic way for a warm-up, like a push-up or a pull-apart, where there's not a lot of resistance, not a lot of tension, but does get the body moving, we're gonna funnel oxygen and funnel blood into those areas, so that way, as you add weight, they are ready, they are lubricated, they are able to take on that resistance and move the weight safely. It's just real good, real simple stuff. Great minds think alike. No, you're the man. We're both the men. Probably true. I can usually avoid making goofy faces when I lift because I've never really felt the need to. But man, lateral raises, they bring them out. Oh, good grief. Leave it all in the gym. Exactly. And that's the nice thing about having my own gym, is I can make the ugliest faces I want. And the only person that's going to judge me is my wife, and she gives me grief for being a silly goofus every day. Not grief. She gives me weird looks because I do a lot of goofy shit every day.
observe.
Obs-
I perceive you doing
You
weird
observe
shit.
and perceive. I get a lot of this look.
Tis confusion.
Tis confusion. But it's completely warranted. The shit I do and say out of nowhere.
Remember all the times you're just like in my way.
For the record, most of those times I'm already standing there.
Yeah, you're standing in the worst spot.
Then every spot in our apartment's the worst spot.
Well, it's just because you're giant.
I'm a big person, so you might not be able to perceive this. I'm 6'2". I'm 215 pounds. I'm not a ginormous person, but I'm a large person. I take up space. Our apartment is in an old single-family home built in 1802. 1895. I was rounding. Built in 1895, and it's so all the hallways are super narrow. They're probably not much wider than this.
I'm just imagining that, because also the ceilings are super high. So
This-
I'm imagining that people were just like tall and skinny back
The
then.
ceilings are tall, but literally our hallway is no wider than this cable machine. And so literally any time either of us is walking in any direction, I am in the way. Which is one of the reasons why we're looking for a house with more space. One of these days she'll be able to walk through the hallway room to room, and I will be able to stand there like this, and no part of me will be in the way. But until then, I shall remain in the way. Whew. Okay. It's not as big of a haul as we'd like it to be. You out of here?
Yes.
Did you have a good workout?
Yes.
Good. I love you very much. I will be home shortly as well.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of your workout.
We're back. All right, I think that is where we're gonna end it for today. I'm gonna get a little bit of stretching in. My chest and shoulders are feeling kind of tight, so we're gonna hit those. Thank you guys for swinging by today. We had a great workout. Today is the day one, starting the new full-time streaming schedule. Feel free to take a look at the schedule, follow, drop a subscribe. You can follow me over on Instagram or Twitter at AlwaysHungryPT. My schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll be lifting from about 9:15, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time until about 11. And then Tuesdays from 9:15 till 10:15, just chatting. Again, doing some explosive power work. I mentioned this earlier. I play rec hockey, so Tuesdays and Thursdays I do kind of a smaller accessory workout that's tailored towards that. So I'll bring you guys in and we'll just hang out. We can just chat fitness, nutrition. You can watch me jump around and make a fool out of myself, or try to learn how to stick handle, become better, even though I never will. But we're gonna have a good time. So feel free to check out the schedule, swing by tomorrow, follow me anywhere and everywhere you want, or nowhere. But thank you guys again for swinging by. We had a great time. We did some deadlifts, did some single leg deadlifts, hit our rear delts, as well as our lateral raises and our cable rotations. So nice little full body workout. We'll be back again tomorrow, 9:15, for some explosive power, so lots of jumping and hopping. And then our next lift is gonna be Wednesday, where we're gonna do some heavy ass squats. You guys have a great day, have a great Monday. Lift, laugh, learn. Let's have a good one. Take care, guys.